what's up, guys? Welcome back to Tuesday Evening Drive. I feel like I gotta talk a little quieter because the stinking lapel mic is good. It's good. It's better than the iPhone audio, but it kind of redlines. So that's kind of a bummer. But hey, you do what you can. And I'm looking into other mics too, so who knows. But anyway, hope you're having a great day. I'm having a pretty good day. The weather is nice. I'm about to go home, do some mowing, get some videos ready for today. But I did want to just start out thanking you guys just in general for being awesome. Like, I just answered a bunch of comments this morning, and so many of the comments were just so nice and encouraging, and it really brought a smile to my face. So thank you guys. Thank you for all your encouragement and your interactivity. I love the interactivity on the channel. Like, you guys give me feedback, and I read the stuff. I read the stuff that you guys send. I obviously can't read every single comment, but I read as much as I can, and I love it. I love it. Also, I just stopped by the post office. We got four new letters. 4 or 5 new letters. But we got some more letters, and I can't wait to check them out. One of them was another one from Codfish County. We have, I think, 4 of the 6, so there's 2 more that we need from Codfish County from the sub-server, and we'll be able to open those. But yeah, I'm really excited. So, questions. So, okay, guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. You can send in questions every Tuesday. I pick 5. Let's get into it right now. First one was from Steel Tech. He said, do you think you will ever settle down and have a wife and have children, that kind of thing? And it's a good question. Yeah, he was just saying, will you ever do that? And really, I hear sirens. Oh, it's behind me. There's an ambulance. Oh, stop. Okay. Ambulance, everybody stop. Everybody stop. There we go. Okay. Proceed as normal. But yeah, if those of you who don't drive, there's a little driving tip. You ever hear sirens, you stop. You stop. And if you're at a 4-way stop, yeah, you're already stopped, so that makes it easier. Whoa! Oh, wow. Holy crap. Okay. I see a lot of vehicles. I think we can make it through. I'm going to turn around. Okay. Well, this is a very eventful drive. So, yeah, I don't think I can make it through here. Yeah, I don't know. There's like police vehicles. We got ambulance. I don't know what's going on. I'm not even going to bother with it. Okay. So, are you going to have a family, wife, and kids? And it's a good question because I really don't know because I can't tell the future. I'm not married right now. But planning on it. Planning on it if I find the right person. But as far as right now, not really seeing anybody. But yeah. And they also asked, what are the advantages of being married? So, as far as like being married, outside of the obvious advantages, like I think one of the best things about marriage is that you have somebody that you can love and somebody that you can show love to, and I think that's one of the greatest joys in life, like when you're able to do something for someone else, to show them how much you care about them, and wow, my car's stuttering. My car's been acting really funny too. This is becoming a very eventful drive. Okay. But yeah, one of the greatest joys in life is being able to do things for somebody, show them how much you appreciate them. And when you're married, you can do that. Like every day, you can write little notes to someone, or like get them gifts, or do surprises, and just encourage them, and just stuff like that. It's just like every day is another opportunity to show this person how much you love them. And I think that's really one of the greatest things about marriage, at least from what I've seen. And with marriage, like I feel like it opens up your life to have a richer life. The highs will be a lot higher. The great points in your life will be so much greater, but the low points will be lower. From what I hear, marriage, it's not just a cakewalk. It takes a lot of work. So the low points I hear are pretty low, but you make it through them, and it makes the high points even higher. it's just, it's just an amazing life. So those are some of the benefits of marriage. And maybe people in the comments who are married, maybe you can share some of the things that you love about marriage. But yeah, that's a cool topic, so I picked it. Because we had so many great questions this week, and I wanted to answer so many of them, but we can only do 5. But I picked that one that was a really good one. Next question. Samantha Suhan. Actually, that's one of the letters we got from the P.O. Box. So she was saying, so how did you pick the water project for a charity? So basically, if you're not familiar with my live streams, 5% of all donations go to the water project to give people clean water, and 10% go to a church that I support. They do some amazing things in their community. But anyway, you guys at the streams have heard me say that a million times. But how did I pick the charity? I can't remember the name of the website, but I went to a website that basically just talked about charity credibility, and they show how much transparency they have, what percentage of donations actually go to what they're raising money for, that kind of thing. The Water Project had amazing scores, and providing clean water for people, I feel like it's a basic life necessity. People need water, and if people don't have access to clean water, that's a huge problem. So that's one of the reasons, those are the main reasons why I picked that. And she did ask if I want to, add some more charities or do that kind of thing. I do want to look into more. So that's another thing to put in the comments, guys. If you know of any charities that you're a big fan of, they're really legit, the money actually goes to what they're raising money for, let me know, because I'm always looking for new ones. Next question from DeGracia. She said, how do you personally cope with loss, like losing someone or something? How do you find positivity in something like that? And that's a really good question. And when it comes to dealing with loss, of a person, like a loved one, that's something to where no matter what, if you love the person, it's going to be tough, and you're going to be sad, and it's going to really hurt, and there's no way to avoid that. That's one of the things in life. There's joy and there's pain, and without pain, you don't know joy. So it's a really difficult thing. I lost my grandmother a few years back, and I really loved her. She meant the world to me, and it was really tough when I lost her. But the only positive I could really find out of it is that I know she's in a better place. I know she's in heaven, and she was in pain on earth, and now she isn't. She's not suffering anymore. So in that respect, I'm happy for her. But for us here, it's tough because we miss her. So, when dealing with loss with a loved one, it's painful and it's tough, and you just feel those feelings, and stay close to family and support each other. The only wrong way to handle it would be to ignore what you're feeling and try to get busy with other things, so you're ignoring it and you're not dealing with those emotions. That's the only wrong way to handle it. As far as the loss of something that's not a person, I feel like that's a lot easier, because if it's a thing, it's still difficult, especially if it's something you really care about. But if it's a thing, then if you lose it, the best way to handle that is to just, be honest with yourself and say, there's so much out in this world, something better is going to come along. That's one thing that I try to work on and remind myself, if something doesn't go the way I want to, I lose something, you can be like, man, that was the best thing that's ever happened to me. Nothing that good will ever come around again. That's not a really good way to look at it, because then you'll just give up. But if you have that thought, this is gone, but that just leaves room for something else, something better to come along. And that gives you hope. It gives you hope, and it helps you look or create that new thing that could come along. But yeah, so definitely different ways to look at it when dealing with the loss of somebody or something. They're much different things, and it really depends on the situation. But those are personally the way I look at it, and yeah, whenever I talk about like life things and advice, a lot of it is from things that I've learned from other people and from life experiences. So everything that I say, it's don't take it as 100% truth. This is the way to do it, but this is what I've learned through experiences from people I've talked to, books I've read, that kind of thing. Which brings me to my next question, which was from Hannah. And her question was really nice. She said, how do you have so much confidence? I would love to have that much confidence in my life. And that is a really good question, because that's something that I work on. Because in general, for me, like just by nature, I can be pretty self-conscious. Like I can be not really confident and that kind of thing, but it's something I work at, and something I've learned is the best way when you're thinking about yourself, when you're thinking about your self-image, everybody has things that they don't like about themselves. Everyone has weaknesses, even though there might be people you think they have no weaknesses, nothing like that. Everybody has weaknesses. So what you got to do is just accept it and focus on your strengths. Focus on the things you're good at. Maybe you have a really great smile. Then smile when you meet people more. It's really a powerful thing. Maybe you're really good at art or something. Just dive into that and really just, remember that that's part of you. Maybe you're good at, music or grammar or math, or I don't know. Everybody has their own strengths, and if you focus on those, then it really does help you have more confidence. It helps you have a positive self-image. Another thing too is I think it's always good to constantly be improving yourself. Like I try to exercise and work out as much as possible. So every day I'm trying to be a stronger version of myself than I was yesterday. I try to eat healthier, and lately I've been, reading more books, like that kind of thing. Like as you're improving yourself, that helps develop your self-confidence, because if you continue this path, years down the road, you're going to be stronger, healthier, smarter, that kind of thing. So that helps. And just being kind to yourself. Everybody messes up sometimes. So if you mess something up, don't beat yourself up over it. Just take it as a learning experience. Learn from it, grow from it. And when you do something good, be happy about it. Reward yourself, and be positive and think about this is really good. This is what I should be dwelling on, not my mistakes. So hope that helps. Confidence, it's something that a lot of people deal with. I think everybody struggles with it, even if it doesn't look like it. I think everybody has to make an effort to focus on their strengths and be positive about themselves. Last question was from Poopy Panda. What's the best way to overcome fear? First thing that comes to mind for me is just doing it. Whatever you're afraid of, just do it. And that is one of the most difficult things. Really quick story. First thing that came to my mind is I have a hard time approaching like a girl that I think is pretty. So I was at an oil change station one time, and there was this girl that checks you in, and she was really, really pretty. And I was really nervous to talk to her. And I was like, probably not gonna see her ever again. So if I don't say anything, chances blown. So I was like, I need to say something. And I just kept, making excuses. And I'm like, no, I gotta do this. Because seriously, I know for some people it's just like easy. But for me, it is tough. So I built up the courage. My heart was pounding out of my chest. But I did it. And she actually gave me her number. So like, even if she didn't, this is what I had to tell myself. Even if she didn't, then I should be proud of myself for at least trying and doing it and overcoming that fear. So really, the more you do things that you're afraid of, the more the fear dissipates. you realize, man, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. And that's another thing too. Think of like, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst case scenario? And a lot of times we don't think about that. If you just think, what's the very worst that can happen? It's not as bad as you think. And it's always worth it to just go ahead and do whatever that thing is that you're afraid of. And yeah, that's the biggest thing. So hope that helps. But guys, that's going to have to do it for today. But thank you guys for joining me on this drive, and I will see you next time.
Show us those beautiful handbrake skills.
Okay.
Please don't flip us.
Don't knock us off of it.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
how do you see out of those small windows?
Are you just gonna run him over with the car?
Killed him.
Gonna do?